22nd of December, I think. And that started tomorrow morning, went to Manitou to load this lad who's come for a load of wheat. Bloody Manitou won't start, I don't know, some electrical fault, anyway it won't start. And it's got the big bucket on, so I've had to commandeer the bloody farm muck bucket, quickly wash it out and come and load this job. The trouble is, it only adds about bloody a ton, so it's going to be a steady job loading this fella, but well, 10 minutes longer than other. The trouble is, it's got a real crap blade on this bucket, and it doesn't sort of scrape up with you. This week was sold 178 quid, but you can't make that now at the minute. I don't think you can even make it in futures. I don't know where we're heading. Well, we are all sort of sick of job, whinging and whining. It's just a bit tight a minute to get it to eat until we get it to eat, because we haven't shifted hardly out. Last year we sold a lot, and a lot went in December. Seems to be a good month to shift, so it gets you ready for Christmas. So. The big girl plants up there. Well, the two big girls today. So there's New Holland in that corner, and there's the Maxim in that corner, or the Magnum in that corner. Still for sale if anybody bids me right. That will go there. It's only done a bit of drying corn this time. Waste really, but it ain't wasted anywhere. It isn't ailing nothing there, so. He's just eating her afterbirth.
Already? Was it on
no,
night?
no. She's just, well,
When's that?
took a fancy. No, she's took a fancy to it later on. It was there yesterday.
Oh. His eye patch, isn't it?
We had one in. We had another calf night before last, but job's gone very steady. But we've got a bit of a concern that we've got this little fella here with eye patch. He's got one internal knacker, so we're gonna. And we thought it might drop, but anyway, before he gets too strong, we're gonna take his good enough, and I think his internal one I'll have to stay, because vet will have to come and chop it. It's cost, isn't it? He might as well stay with bullocks all his life. Let's have a look. He'd be a bit wicker than he was other day. Oh. There. So he's got one knacker. So he's got one knacker in his ball sack there, but he's got one up here. And there's no way, it's not on a string, you see, so we cannot get that ball down, so
Do one.
We'll just do one and then worry about it later on. Right, where are the dooberries? Sorry, little lad. But it's a good strong calf, to say he was only a little one when he were born. Steady go. See, he's got one little plum in there. Go on, little dude. Oh yeah. Like, to be fair, it'll smart for half hour, but they don't feel a lot at all, and then it just cuts blood circulation off, and then they drop off in 2 or 3 weeks' time. But I won't want it doing to me. I won't want it doing to myself. Barry was a tiny calf when he was born. He's massively grown, that little bugger. And then on other end at scale, there was Lacey's, this bloody great thing. Christ, it was a big calf, that. And that was the last one.
That was bloody months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's not far off it.
No.
It's little, isn't it?
Yeah, he were a little calf. That was the one what was sort of born out of sink. You could have said our last or our first. And we've brought her down from other farm. And there's not a massive load of difference, really. Don't look out of place. To say it's, what, 6 weeks older?
Yeah. Looks a bit dwarfy, isn't it? It's a bit little. Some grass.
But she had a cyst on her ovaries, this lady. Last year when we PD'd them, pregnancy diagnosis, she had a cyst on her ovaries. And you could have very easily been cruel to be kind. Well, you could have very easily made the decision, oh, just colour. Beef was good on them trade. Beef was good trade. And I could have cashed her in, but Chavy says, well, she's a good looking cow. We'll give her an injection to clear the cyst up. And there you are. She's missed a year, but she's produced a real good calf. I'll get on with some other jobs. We've just been pulling some branches out at Beck. This dike, Christ, water's been high. Can you see the water level? It's been like two foot higher, and it's running a lot of water now. But we're just inspecting our winter barley, and we've got 2 varieties in here. We've got Cassia, Tardis at the bottom and Cassia at the top, and there's a little bit of difference in colour, but they both look fantastic. They really do. In fact, look at that. Something else in it, and it's quite clayey land, and like I keep telling you, it just feels really fantastic under your feet. Did it get rolled, this? No, we didn't roll it, and don't know. We don't roll everything. When it gets later on in season, we sort of tend to leave it and then roll it in spring. Right, phone's ringing. There's a lot of interest in me tyre drains. I keep getting asked questions and one thing or another. And yeah, it's working fantastic. The amount of rain we've had, I ain't sure about inches or millimetres or whatever you're working, but a lot would cover it. We've had a lot of rain here. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. Sort of an inch here in day and then 10 mil next day and one thing or another. And land is full. And when you walk across here, it's bloody wet, you know, you're splodging. But you can see how much rain. You can see where there's been the flow of water here to this tyre drain, and it's taken it away. Where I've told you before, there would be probably an acre damage now. But the wheat looks fantastic, it really does. I'm really pleased. All our corn, we've got one or two wet headlands what have been paddled, what's suffering a little bit, and we've got, in fact, we spent a lot of time doing jobs like this. We've got a farm at a place called well, it ain't a farm, it's a field or two, at a place called Numburnham, and I dug a dry dike. What I mean by a dry dike, the dike goes nowhere, but it's like horrible clay on top of like gravel, and I dug into the gravel and caused like a natural soakaway down side of a field, and it's worked fantastic. Where the field would be flooded, it's somehow seeping away or going somewhere. So yeah, a bit of time, because every acre wants to count nowadays, doesn't it? But that looks fantastic, doesn't it? In fact, it's the best crop in this field we've had in my lifetime. I know we ain't got to harvest, but at this time of year, usually it's like got bits and pieces what's been flooded off, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. It really does. As PX Farm would say, well sown, well grown, 60% at yield. There, you know, and very clean and all our winter herbicides, our preems, have worked really well. Kept it very, very clean. And clean, there's nothing coming now. To say it's still quite mild and winter aren't hit us yet, it's still sort of in growing mode. There's nothing coming, or a few plants here and there, but bloody hell, this has got serious blackgrass issues. So, but if they take is it fluocenosat? Take that off the market, which we've used this time, I don't know. I hope there's an alternative, and I hope it's not too dear neither. Yeah, it walks different though. Usually this bloody land you'd have 2 stone on each boot, and it just walks a bit different. So yeah, very pleased. But yeah, tyre drains, worth doing. Bloody plastic. It's everywhere, isn't it? I used to pick up, I made it like a bit of a thingamamer. I used to pick up 20 pieces a day. Anyway, I've got a lot of habit. And I maybe ought to start, because I don't know where it comes in the compost, I think. You know, it comes in the compost we get. And obviously blows here. It was some will blow out of our farmyard as well. With my light on. Am I dazzling you? Is that better? Sorry. Was it still on? Red one, flasher. That's off. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I used to pick £20. No superhero, but I maybe ought to start again. But if everybody did that in the world, it would soon clear it up, wouldn't it? But I'll take a bit in Bangladesh. I mentioned Bangladesh the other day. Christ almighty, just Google Bangladesh economy. I'll go on YouTube. It's a hellhole, absolutely. The rivers are just full of rubbish, and tourists go and eat off the streets, and then next minute they're washing their plate in sewer. Oh God, don't think that's on my bloody travel list. You know, that's squirmish. I'll eat my sandwiches with bullock shit all over my hands, but nah, I don't think I'm off there. Well, get back. We had a ride to York Mart yesterday to see fat cattle sold, and to be honest, we've got some about there, but they're just lacking a little bit of shine and bloom, and we've just altered our ration a bit. We've, as you know, we feed rolled barley and silage mixed up in feeder wagon, but a good quality silage. Anyway, we've been using maybe not the best of silage, and a bit drier, and it's been a dry mix and not maybe as appetizing. So we've swapped onto another heap of silage just to try and push them for this next sort of 3 weeks, a month, so we can cash a few in, because trade was very good. They were making good money, better money than fat turkeys. It was their turkey sale, and well, I went intentions of maybe bravely buying one, because last year they were on fire, And this year, crazy, there was like seven kilo pluses for 20 quid. So I ended up coming home with 4 turkeys and 2 big chickens. So, and I wish I'd bought more now, to be honest, because I cut 2 of them up, you know, for just general meals through next year. They've gone in freezer. And Christ, there's some meat on an 8 kilo turkey. You know, a lot of meals. So, but yeah, fat price was very, very good. So, and there's some lovely cattle and all. In the comments, there seems to be a fair bit of interest in cattle racing, how it's coming on. And so a couple of people asked me at the pub the other day, how was that race coming on? So there's quite a few local people sort of watch the channel, but yeah, it's coming on good actually. They just keep having an hour here and there. Got the yon side in yesterday and welded front up solid because we have just been tacking it together. But yeah, it's coming along. But like I say, I keep having an hour, half an hour here and there, just doing bits and pieces at it. But hopefully after Christmas, she'll be about done. Yeah, I went to local hardware store and got some bits and pieces for it, like clapper shutters and bloody hanging gates and one thing and another. So while I was there, I called in at Tesco's and I went in my boiler suit and my boots. Christ, people don't sort of, you know, you were meeting people. It was a bit busy, like, and you were meeting people in Ireland that were sort of dodging you as though they'd never seen a man in a boiler suit. Anyway, right, it's about night for me, so I'd just like to thank Oliver and Phil for a start, for their good service. Yeah, lads, well, we work as a team really, but yeah, they do us proud really. I'd just like to thank Andy as well, our agronomist, because we changed 5 years ago, or 4 or 5 years ago, whatever. And he was a mate of mine from school, and I can trust his judgment, Andy, and he really looks after us and gives us some good advice. And you can ask him anything without feeling daft and all, so thank you very much, Andy. And thank you, Nikki, for putting up with me and my antics. Nikki, my gorgeous wife. And, well, I'd just like to wish you a lot. Well, thanks for you lot for supporting the channel, because I know a lot of people watch it religiously because you always comment. So thanks to anybody who comments, and don't get offended if I don't comment back. It's all time. So thanks to you lot, the viewers. I'd just like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll probably put bits and pieces on between Christmas and New Year, but this is me signing off. Working most at Christmas Eve, and then won't do much Christmas Day, and then back to it as normal, probably. So, right, from a rough hard farm in East Yorkshire, Happy Christmas, or Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bye for now.